Welcome back to the Beautiful Things channel. Today I am going to show you how to make a no-sew cushion. Now this is a perfect project if you've got littlies in your life, and it is really good for helping them learn how to tie knots. So if they need to do stuff with their dexterity and improve the use of their fingers and thumbs, it is absolutely perfect. All you need is a cushion pad of any size and ideally a fleece blanket or a piece of fleece. You want to cut yourself 2 squares of fabric. Now they don't have to be a specific measurement, but when you place your cushion pad on top, you want to have a good couple of inches of fabric all the way around the edge, and you want 2 pieces the same size. Now ideally the best fabric to use for this, especially if you're making it with kids, is fleece. So you can either go and buy some cheap fleece from the fabric shop, or you can go to IKEA or Primark or anywhere basically where they sell really cheap, reasonable fleece blankets. And that's a really good way as well if you want to get a particular print, so something like unicorns or rainbows or spots. So fleece is the best thing because it doesn't fray. If you're going to use cotton or anything else, then it will fray and it's not going to work as well. I'm actually using a wool felt that I've got in my stash, which is a little bit OTT, but I'm not going to use it for anything else. So I'm going to make my cuts using pinking shears, but you don't need to do this. You can just use regular scissors. So the first thing you're going to do is place your cushion pad in the middle of your square of fabric, and then you're going to take a tape measure and measure the distance from the edge of your cushion pad to the edge of your fabric. Now you can afford to be a little bit over the top with this. I'm going to say that's a good 3 inches because we need our cushion pad to be really squished in. Now you're going to lay both your squares on top of each other and you're going to draw a line in at your measurement. So I've drawn a line at 3 inches along the bottom, both the sides and along the top, so all the way around you can see I've got a square. You're then going to take your scissors and you're going to cut out each of these corner squares. Once you've removed the 4 corners, you're then going to take your scissors and you're going to cut strips all the way along each section, so cutting from the edge of the fabric up to your line. Now you want your strips to be about 3/4 of an inch. You're going to create a tasseled effect, making sure that you're cutting through both layers of fabric right up into the line, and you're going to do this on all 4 sides. Once you've cut tassels all the way round, you're going to separate your 2 squares. Lay the square that you've drawn on right side up on the table and place your cushion pad down on top. Take your other square and lay it on top. So you've got a sandwich of your bottom layer, your cushion pad, and then your top layer. We're going to start with the corners. Now what we're going to basically be doing is tying knots between this one and the bottom one and tying it nice and snug, which is going to give us a fringe all the way around the edge. But the corners we do slightly differently. So for the corner, you take your top one from the bottom layer here, and you take your bottom one from its opposite right angle. So you're going to tie this one to this one, and then you're going to tie this one to this one. It is fiddly to do, but top left to bottom right to bottom left on the corner. And then you're going to do that on all 4 corners. Once you've tied up all the 4 corners, you're then going to work your way around the cushion, tying your top one to its corresponding bottom one. I only had a small amount of fabric, so I could only make my tassels 2.5 inches long, but the longer you make them, the easier you'll make this for yourself and the more effective a fringe you will get. Especially if you're doing this with younger children, they will find it easier to have tassels that are about 4 inches long. And there you have it. Once it's all tied up, you've got your tassel edge on your cushion and your no-sew cushion is complete. As I said, the longer you have those tassels, the easier the project is to do. So bear that in mind if you're doing it with a littly. But I hope you enjoy it, and do share your pictures of your makes with me in our free Facebook group. I will pop the link down below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all again soon. Bye!